is Jamie Gandy with Just for Kids magazine. We have with us today Jason Burkey. Jason has been in over 20 movies, including October Baby and Mom's Night Out. He is here with us to talk about one of his latest films, A Long Way Off, which is a modern-day retelling of the classic parable of the prodigal son. Jason, it is great to have you with us.
Hello.
What is it about this movie? Can you talk to us about it, A Long Way Off?
Sure, yeah. So it's a modern-day retelling of the prodigal son parable, and I play Jake, who's the prodigal son in the story, and he grew up on his family farm and just believes that he has a better life out there waiting for him than the one he has, and so he convinces his father to give him an early inheritance, and he takes the money, goes to the city, and goes there with good intentions, but just kind of falls in with the wrong crowd and realizes that this new life that he tried to make for himself wasn't all it was cracked up to be.
And what is it about this film that made you interested in playing the old Jake?
Well, I always enjoy stories that that you watch them and you hear them and you leave with some feeling of hope and redemption for the characters, and so that's what this had. You follow Jake as he goes into the city and you know, he starts making it big, and then he hits rock bottom, and then he has to, you know, kind of on his hands and knees come back home, and there's hope and redemption waiting for him at the end of that. So I think that's what drew me to that. Is, you know, I always enjoy those type of encouraging stories.
And I've noticed that you played in quite a few Christian films. Can you share briefly about your faith?
Yeah. So I grew up in Chicago area and just grew up in a Christian home, and so when I got into acting, that just happened to be the opportunities that popped up. I had done this film October Baby that was a faith-based film, and that really opened up some doors to do other films like A Long Way Off. And so yeah, it's been a fun journey.
And A Long Way Off has been received very well, and you have won a number of film festivals. I've heard that must be very gratifying. What do you hope that people take away from this film?
Well, I think that this film kind of makes you take a second look at your own life, and it kind of reminds you to count your blessings and appreciate what you have, instead of this feeling that Jake had of the grass is always greener, that he fell victim to comparison and wanting a better life for himself instead of seeing how good he had it there. And so yeah, I just hope that people are encouraged by the film and are entertained by it and connect with one of the various elements in it. There's a father-son relationship in it that's very strong. So that's I think that speaks to a lot of parent and child relationships, and there's a love story, and so yeah, I hope they're challenged and entertained by the film.
And do you think they'd be touched spiritually by it because of the love that the Father shows Jake? It also shows the love God has for us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's that's the main thing behind the prodigal son parable is, we're all wayward and try to do things on our own and try to do things outside of the Lord's will for us. But in the end, He draws us back and welcomes us back with open arms.
That's so beautiful. And was acting in this movie any different than other movies like October Baby or Mom's Night Out?
Yeah, every project that I get to work on, it's a whole new deal. It's a new story and new characters, and it presents different challenges. And so, this one was different. It was the character itself was just a guy with some more struggle and inner turmoil, I guess, than some other characters I've played in the past. So it was a good challenge.
That's good. And where can people pick up a copy or learn more about A Long Way Off?
It is available on DVD everywhere, and you can find it in Walmart, Family Christian Bookstores, Lifeway stores, and online.
Cool. And before we end this interview, can you share with us a favorite Bible verse, if you have one?
Yeah, gosh, that's a good question.
Or maybe one you just like. Doesn't have to be a favorite one.
Yeah. There's one, I believe it's in 2 Thessalonians, that talks about, oh gosh, now I'm going to blank on it now. Talking about praying continually, and it's just like, it's a very hopeful verse for me, and of course now I'm blanking on it and can't think about it. Yeah, I believe that's it. I don't know, my brain is shot, but yeah, that's a difficult question.
Yeah, there's so many good ones. Well, thank you for joining us today, and I pray that God continues to bless your journey on as an actor and continues to open doors for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Have a great day, sir. Thank you.
You as well.